Alabama awards $42 million for last-mile broadband projects. More initial proposal approvals from NTIA. Disney and DirecTV settle their annual carriage agreement spat, while DirecTV and Dish renew merger talks. AT&T settles with the FCC on their cloud environment breach, and SCT Tech Expo is heading for the ATL. Those stories and more on This Week in the Broadband Universe. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Craig Corbett. $42 million in CPF broadband grants have been awarded in Alabama for projects in 23 counties that will impact more than 15,000 households, businesses, and community anchor institutions. Spectrum Southeast, part of Charter, will receive the largest grant, upwards of $20 million. Innovations America, also known as Bama Fiber, will get $5 million. Troy Cablevision, or C Spire, will also receive $5 million for projects in Baldwin, Coffee, Crenshaw, Covington, Houston, and Pike counties. Other awards: Yellowhammer Networks, $3.63 million, Millread Telephone Company, $2.84 million, Central Alabama Electric Cooperative, $2.28 million, along with Farmers Telecommunications Corp., Roanoke Telephone Company, Mediacom, and Brightspeed. NTIA initial proposal approvals have been issued to the broadband offices in North Dakota, Idaho, and American Samoa. Idaho will now be able to access their nearly $600 million BEAD allocation, North Dakota their $130 million allocation, and American Samoa their $37 million allocation. The latest announcement from NTIA comes on the heels of last week's approvals for South Dakota, Mississippi, and Michigan. And while on the topic of BEAD and the state broadband offices tasked with making the $43 billion program a success, there are so many tremendous professionals leading these efforts all across the 56 states and territories. If you've ever wondered about their stories, you should check out a fantastic series of state broadband director profiles on Broadband.io, the broadband community. Industry marketing veteran Doug Smith is chronicling the backstories of state directors in a fascinating series. His latest profile looks at Valerie Bullard, director of New Jersey's Office of Broadband Connectivity, and how a 6-month consulting project during the Obama administration evolved into her leading broadband efforts in the Garden State. And if you don't know about the broadband community, well, you should. It's a great way to build community support, stay informed about grants and matching fund sources, and so much more. You can check it out at broadband.io. In other news, an agreement in principle has been reached in the DirecTV-Disney carriage dispute. Only 2 weeks of Disney-owned channels such as ESPN being blacked out this time. DirecTV indicates that the agreement will allow offering multiple genre-specific options to consumers, including sports entertainment that includes linear Disney networks, along with the right to distribute the ESPN flagship streaming service at no additional cost. Financial terms have not been disclosed. Meanwhile, DirecTV and Dish are once again looking to frame a merger of the two satellite TV services. That, according to Reuters, the first attempt to merge came in 2002 and resulted in the U.S. Justice Department blocking the venture. Observers indicate that perhaps chances for a successful merger are greater now than in previous attempts, in part due to dramatic changes in content delivery options. And speaking of dramatic changes, data from the Pew Research Center reveals that 58% of Americans prefer accessing news on a digital device, compared to only 32% that prefer television. The Pew News Platform fact sheet showed that news websites or apps and search engines are the most common source of news. AT&T has reached a $13 million settlement with the FCC over an investigation into the communication company's supply chain integrity and if it failed to protect customer information during a vendor's cloud environment data breach. AT&T entered into a consent decree committing to strengthen data governance practices, along with ensuring appropriate processes are incorporated to protect consumers and the handling of sensitive data. In 2023, FCC Chairwoman Rosenworcel established the Privacy and Data Protection Task Force to focus on consumer protections and cybersecurity practices. On tap this week, SCTE, the Society of Cable Telecommunications Engineers, will hold its annual Tech Expo, formerly known as the Cable Tech Expo, 24th through the 26th. That'll be at the Georgia World Congress Center in Atlanta. 300 exhibits, including 68 first-time exhibitors, along with 9 conference tracks, great roster of keynote addresses, and headliner sessions. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on This Week in the Broadband Universe.